Shalom, Kahala Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahushai, Bahasham, Baha, Rakakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yakin, pushing his word in truth and sincerity. This is Amathia from the GMS Dallas camp, and wanted to go into a quick lesson, Lord willing, this to be edifying. Through the Spirit, I just typed in America, Googled it, and just wanted to read through it. And, when you research and just Google something or just kind of go a little further in depth, you can actually get a lot of information just by typing in a name. So we know here through the Spirit that America is AKA Babylon the Great, virgin daughter of Babylon, as it reads in the scriptures. Now, when you go and read it, it says the United States is a country of 50 states covering the vast swath of North America, with Alaska in the northwest and Hawaii extending the nation's presence into the Pacific Ocean. Major Atlantic coast cities are New York, a global finance and culture center, and capital Washington, D.C., Midwest metropolis. Chicago is known for the influential architecture, and the West Coast, Los Angeles, Hollywood is famed for filming. Now, just based off that, you can just read and see the influence that the West has over the world. Hollywood, I know they, you have different, like I say, movies or different things like Hollywood in other countries, but nothing is like Hollywood. You have other nations that try to come over here just to be in Hollywood. All right. And like you say, that media, movies that help influence the whole world. That's why when you have movies that's made here, that be from America, it's always played first in other countries, and we in America get it last. You can check that out, and that's just to show how the influence covers the vast majority of the world. All right. Now, when you also look at, that's like you say, with the visual, with, influence with media, things like that. Look at that. This is America, United States. Now, when you look into the financial hub of things, you go back to New York. Go back and read. It says major Atlantic coast cities are New York, a global finance and culture center. Global finance. So this is the financial hub. All right. Now, when you read something like this you say, when you go into the scriptures, we're in the times, like it says in our 2nd Esdras 9, we measure the time diligently. When you look at the times, you can see, and you have people that not even in the truth, they don't really know. Other heathen nations, you can have Jake to some of the 2/3 say, hey, this is we at the last days. Shit. You ask somebody old, this is what we're seeing. Okay. When you see this and we in the last days, think about it. When in scriptures, you had the virgin daughter of Babylon, okay, that rules all. Who has the most influence in the world? The West. Dealing with the financial hub, dealing with, like you say, star-studded movies and shit like that. Excuse my language. This is America, as Childish Gambino said, right? Okay, why is the U.S. called America? Okay, it says America is named after Amerigo Vespucci, the Italian explorer who set forth the then revolutionary concept that the lands that Christopher Columbus sailed into in 1492 were parts of a separate continent, and he included on the map data gathered by Vespucci during his voyage of 1501-1502 to the New World. All right, so this lets you know what is that scripture. You know what? Let me get it here. Because this is America, right? This is, I'm going to go with Habakkuk. Bear with me. All right. This is Habakkuk 2. All right, verse 12. All right. And it reads, woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, that establish a city by iniquity. Now, you can tell this name, all right, is a Edomite's name. Okay? This when you go into these scriptures and you look at this and see how the West was basically, you might well say, detained by these Edomites. They covered their name by field, as it says in Micah 2:2. Okay, then they also what we just read in Habakkuk 2. All right, 12. It said, "Woe to him that buildeth a town with blood, and establish the city by iniquity." This was built here in America, full of blood. Okay, full of your so-called Native Americans. Those are our brothers. Okay, our ancestors. They were actually slaughtered here, with very few left to survive. This is by blood. This is how he took this land. And we know through war, but this wasn't coming out of the war. They accepted Christopher Columbus, right? All right. And then when he got here, what'd he do? He deceived them. Typical Edomite. Typical so-called white man. All right, so as it says, how many countries, all right, are there in Americas? All right. Now we know that this town was built by blood. Edomite put his name on it, right? He put his name on it. So this is now we're finna read how many countries. How many countries are in the Americas? Americas are shared by 35 countries, sovereign states, and several dependent territories, right? So I just wanted to kind of go through this and look at some of the things. And, you know, like you said, when you research, you can kind of tell on them, right? It tells on, you know, it actually spread the truth, right? And I said I was going to get Micah 2:2, right? Let's grab it real quick. Because this is Micah 2. You know what? I'm going to start at 1. It says, woe to them that devise iniquity and work evil upon their beds. When the morning is light, they practice it because it is in the power of their hand. And their hand was given, the earth gives in the hands of the wicked, pursuing to Job 9:24. Okay, this is verse 2. They covet fields and take them by violence. We see that today. And it says, so they oppress a man and his house, even a man and his heritage. And aren't we oppressed by our heritage? So-called Black, Latinos, and Native Americans, who are the true nation of Israel. Yeah, that's us. Okay. That is us. It was something else I was looking on here earlier. But you know, this is just something I just wanted to bring out. Because this man is the devil, and we're seeing how everything is happening, and things are coming into play through the spirit of Yahweh Shemi Hawashai, right? Now, this is how America, like what's happening now, when they finna set up to go help, you know, over there in the West because of the Palestinians and those fake J's over there. You know, they are, you know, when you listen and hear what they say over here in the media, they're saying that those Jays are being attacked so much that they have to fight back. But when you look at it and really look at the picture, who got the firepower? Every time you see a building coming down, where is it? It's not over there where them Jays are basically kind of in a safe zone. That's, you know, on their side. It's going over. They're the ones that's causing the major damage when they attack. Come on now. Now, when you look and say, what is the most dangerous country in the world? They say Libya, Syria, and Afghanistan. Now, what do those got in common? Everywhere America has, the U.S. actually went in and took basically Libya, Syria. Hey, they got decimated by the U.S. Army. And Afghanistan, been over there for years, are the most dangerous according to the Global Medical and Security Specialist International SOS, which has assigned specialist international SOS, which has assigned destinations one of five risk category based on the threat posed by political violence, including terrorism, insurgency, politically motivated unrest, and war. Come on now. So you know who should be number one? The old UFO of A. That's who should be number one. But they feel like with their deceitfulness, things like that, that their house is going to reign for, and they're going to continue doing this wickedness and madness throughout the world. But that's going to stop. This is Psalm 49 and 11. Their inward thoughts is that their houses shall continue forever, and their dwelling places of all generations. They call their lands after their own names. This is something that you don't supposed to do. They have took lands and then named them after their own. They have coveted fields. This man has did it all. All right, like Young Jeezy used to be a song here. He ain't seen it all, did it all. Well, Esau and did it all. You know, and now his time is up. His time is up. So what he's gonna do? He's gonna come down like a great flood. But hey, through the Spirit, we got to keep pushing because we almost out of here, and the Lord will make a way, and He will, and like you said, His men is going to eat, and we're going to get through this thing through the Spirit, Yahweh Bashim Yahweh Shai. So with that, call halal Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Baha, Rachakadash. Double honors to the apostles of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to Yaaki pushing this word of truth and sincerity. Shalom.